An opportunity to see another stadium rendering, Jason. You know, this program loves to look at stadium renderings and check out what all the new plans, the fantastic stadiums that are going to be popping up across this country. And this time we've been gifted with some renderings from Denver's NWSL plans.
Yeah, I mean, look how pretty that is. Overhead shot, it's not real. It's just imaginary right now. Overhead shot of this NWSL stadium plan in Denver. 14,500 seats planned at the Santa Fe Yards, the team announced yesterday. They want to open this by the spring of 2028. What a year 2028 is going to be in American soccer. Wow. They want to open this by the spring of 2028. They want to have a park. They want to have future mixed-use development. This is for the expansion team in Denver. NWSL awarded Denver the 16th franchise in the NWSL. There are some details here in terms of funding and tax breaks and stuff that I don't want to get into. I'm sure Neil DeMoss at Field of Schemes is going to be covering this one. So I think he's still doing his thing. Go read it. If you're one of those people who looks questioningly at these kinds of deals, even if they're called even they're privately funded stadiums, go read Neil DeMoss. I'm sure he'll dig in. Ryan Rosenblatt is also somebody to pay attention to on Blue Sky. Soccer writer, guy who's very skeptical of these kind of deals. If that's your inclination, if you just want to celebrate building a soccer stadium for a women's team in America, well, let's just look at pretty pictures.
Hey,
oh, look how pretty it is.
Those AI people are having the best time ever.
They're having the best time, those AI people. Look, there's a woman with her daughter. She seems to be walking. The daughter's not moving. I know how that feels. There's an open end here, which I'm not a fan of. But come on, beggars cannot be a whole lot of choosers when it comes to the NWSL. We've got one purpose-built women's soccer stadium in America in Kansas City, and then this will be the second one. It is indicated that this could be expanded, and I'm assuming because of the open end, could be expanded to 20,000 seats. Now, once you get to 20,000 seats, you might be wondering if maybe that team that plays out in Commerce City at Dick's Sporting Goods Park should move to this stadium. B-Ray is saying that the open end is because of the view of the mountains. You don't see if you're looking at this rendering, there's no mountains in the background there, which means you are looking east, because if you look west, there's always mountains.
The beautiful view that is eastern Colorado and Nebraska.
Oh, eastern Colorado, Nebraska. It's pretty flat. My mom was born out there in the plains of Colorado. I know what it looks like out there. I'm more of the mountains kind of guy. So hopefully, that is the view through the open end, the mountains, the Rockies in the distance. Here's another shot. This, again, it's pretty. Is it going to look exactly like this when they build it, Rob? We don't know yet, but I'm excited for the possibilities.
I think it's pretty, ambitious to start with a 14,000 person stadium. That's nothing to scoff at. I mean, like you said, it's only going to be the second purpose-built women's soccer stadium. The group is calling this the largest ever investment in women's pro sports, which is quite a bold statement in its own right. I mean, don't do any half measures there in Denver with this program.
Do you know how many teams averaged greater than 14,500 last season in the NWSL? Do you know how many teams? Take a guess real quick.
2.
I believe it's 3.
Ooh.
I believe 3 teams averaged more than 15,000 and 14,500. One of them being Portland, another one being San Diego in their third year, Snapdragon Stadium. They've done very good work. And I believe LA, Angel City, has also done it. And there's a couple teams that have done very well, but still, it's ambitious. It absolutely is.
I was curious. Do you think that I saw in a comment that B-Ray does not think that the Rapids would ever move there?
Well, you got different ownership groups. You got control of revenues, things like that. Obviously, Kroenke Sports owns the Rapids, and this is a new group in Denver for the NWSL team. So I could see, it could be something as simple as that, right? They paid to build Dick's Sporting Goods Park. It's a very different environment. It's not what we think of as the ideal for a soccer stadium. It's out there kind of in the plains, as you described. Like it's in a place called Commerce City. What do you think that place is like? I'll give you a couple guesses. It's a lot of parking lots. It's a lot of extra fields for youth tournaments and these kinds of things. So yeah, it is. it is probably unlikely to see that team move, which is kind of sad, to be honest with you, because you wonder what the Rapids could be if they were a little more central, a little bit more in the area where people are in Colorado.
Yeah, the Denver NWSL expansion group, definitely with that American twist, having a stadium rendering without the team name selected yet.
Now, we got a guest waiting, and I'm apologizing to him because we're making him wait. But I just throw this in for B-Ray because he's hitting home runs, mixing my metaphors in the chat. Going back to the USL talk, I can definitely see the challenge the Rapids of moving a D1 team there. Could you imagine a USL D1 team popping up in that stadium when they get it built? That could be a thing. That could certainly be a thing. There's no territorial concerns. The USL can put a team wherever they want to challenge an MLS team, so they could absolutely do that. Could we imagine two teams occupying the Denver metropolitan area?
Exciting times in American soccer. We got stadium renderings, expansion talk, a new Division I league, and promotion and relegation all swirling around here, and lots of great stuff. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, do so now. Join the MK Ultras and become part of the American soccer conversation here on Morning Kickaround. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Morning Kickaround on youtube.com. Follow us on social media at mkickaround on the X, Instagram, and Blue Sky platforms. Write us an email, morningkickaround@gmail.com, or share a little bit of the De Niro Morning Kickaround or at ko-fi.com/morningkickaround and take